So we got the UMAREX GAUNTLET 25 caliber air rifle. And in this episode, guys, I'm going to take you through the UMAREX GAUNTLET air rifle. I'm going to also show you how to adjust the trigger, and we're going to go on a little squirrel hunt at the end of the episode. So appreciate you guys hanging out. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, go ahead and do that for us. And of course, hit that thumbs up button. Appreciate you guys watching. Get out of the way, cat. Come on, get out of there. What? You want to say hi? What? Hello? 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 No? No. Okay. Wants to help, but doesn't want to contribute, really. Okay. So, rifle comes with a 8-shot magazine that slides into the magazine slot right there. Comes with the pre-assembled sling bolts, as well as the adjustable cheek piece, and 3,000 PSI air canister with regulator. The scope we got by ourselves, and we put that on from Walmart. It's a bolt action rifle. Has your air cylinder filling nozzle there. And that's the main features of the gun. Pretty cool little gun. All right, everybody, so we're back here in the garage, and today I want to give you a little rundown of the UMAREX 25 caliber air rifle. Thing is super sweet. That's the box. The Gauntlet.
Here,
25. Hey, what's up, man?
What's up, bro? You got some packages? You want them right here?
Yeah, that's fine. So we got the Gauntlet 25 caliber air rifle. As the box says, 890 feet per second. The thing pumps them out. But overall, the gun is a sexy, cool looking gun, but it is big, y'all. This is a big gun. Let me give you some measurements, give you some specs on this bad boy. This gun is 46 inches in length. 46. The barrel length, 26 inch barrel. And it's not super light. So I got it so the boys can hunt, but unless we have it on this Primos tripod or a tripod to hold this thing up or rest it on something, it's not easy for the kids to hold. So when I say kids, remember I teach my kids how to use weapons. They know how, they know the safety procedures. I trust the weapons in my children's hands, and you have to know your kid, and you have to teach them how to handle these safely with respect and whatnot. I'm confident they can do that, but again, they still have to be able to shoot the gun, have to be able to manage the weight of the gun, aim it, and put a good shot on something. So it's a little heavy for a youth, in my opinion. Here is the UMAREX 8-shot magazine. Jeez, oh man. So it fits in just like this, slides right in, snaps in, and there's your case. It's flush on this side, and it sticks out a little on this side. Put a couple rounds through here, and you guys can see it and hear it. For right now, we're just zeroing it in. So we'll put one down range here to get an idea of the sound. It's not loud. I just set that target up out here. You saw me shoot those test rounds, and here's what we've got coming. Here's what we got going on. I had the first shot out of the box. I put that Barsco scope on it from Walmart. First shot right down here. Second shot here. And then we dialed it in. So the last one obviously was in the center. Very easy to adjust, very easy shooting right out of the box. All right, guys, so one more thing about the air rifle. As I'm doing my review of the air rifle is, keep in mind, this is an air rifle. You have to fill it with air. So the option that I chose is you can use either a compressor or a high PSI air pump. I chose the air hand pump because I can take it with me. It's easier. I don't load this. I'm not shooting this thing all the time plinking, even though it is super fun and I should be doing it more, and we probably will upgrade to an air compressor. For now, I got this pump. I bought it on Amazon. You can check out the link below, order it right through there. It was cost affordable, good reviews, and it's worked great for me. So I give it a thumbs up. This is the air pump. So it's just like a standard bike pump. This will open up. This will open up so you can stand on it, right? So there's your standard bike pump, okay? And it's got a pressure regulator valve on there, which will allow you to obviously fill your air tank up to the proper pressure. Now, here's how easy this UMAREX is to fill up. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the end and we're gonna go ahead and put it into our air adapter right here. We'll pump right onto here. Okay, so you just install that right on there. Now, just to let you know, there is a gauge on the other side. You can see it's already filled up somewhat. And it's going to correspond with this gauge once you start pumping into here. There's an air relief valve on the back. Tighten that up. Pump, 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 pump it up. We'll pump it, and it'll continue to move, right? And that's as easy as it is. That's all you're going to do at the end. You're going to take your pressure release valve, open that up. It takes the pressure out from the pipe in there. Simple disconnect, and you're good to go. These fold up. Put that in your little bag, carry it with you. And what I want to do is change out the trigger. I'm going to change up the trigger on this. So basically, trigger adjustments. It's a little long trigger pull right now, and I want a little lighter for the boys. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the process of how I'm going to do that, and we'll see what we can achieve doing that today. Then tomorrow night, we're going to go out with my buddy Rick. Saw him in one of the hog hunting videos. You can look at that link right up here. We're going to go to his house tomorrow and try to shoot some squirrels off his back porch. Yeah, got a squirrel problem. Needs to be eradicated. First thing we're going to do. So this is our sling retention pin. We're just going to take that out. And the front housing and shroud for the air canister will slide right off. All right, put that aside. Now we're going to remove the air canister. You don't have to do this, but since we're dealing with the trigger mechanism and safety and whatnot, we're going to go ahead and take this off just for safety precautions, do everything we need to do. I've already loosened this. The air has been let out. I've let the pressure off, and we're just going to unscrew this air canister and remove it. Slowly remove that in the beginning just so the air pressure comes out of any of the pressure between the air canister and your internal housing of your pressure valve. So we got that off. Now you've got 3 screws which will allow the whole the composite portion of this weapon in the lower housing and shroud to lift off of the trigger housing and barrel. Make sure you're using a screwdriver or something that's magnetized so you don't lose these little screws. They do have retention clips on them. So guys, you don't want to lose these little black retention rings. That little ring right there, you don't want to lose that ring. All right, that's it. Now, the trigger housing, you have to move the safety switch in line with the little hole. So you got to kind of move the safety switch like that so that it can go back through this little hole. All right, and then the weapon comes off the lower from the upper. All right, so to get to the trigger mechanism, there's 3 screws, guys. You have a 3mm screw here, a 1.5, and a 1.5. So there's 3 openings, 1.5mm, 1.5mm, 3. This is gonna be to adjust your sear and how much activity moves it takes to pull the trigger. So this is the length of your trigger pull. This is gonna be the play after my trigger. And then this is gonna be my trigger pull in general, the spring pressure. Okay guys, there's 2 screws on the side of the trigger guard housing that can be taken off. But this will pull this little plate off right here. What that allows us to do is just see inside. You don't have to do this, but what I'm gonna do is use, when you adjust this top screw, it adjusts the distance that this is gonna move up and down before it clears when your trigger is pulled, right? So your sear engages, and it's going to adjust how far, where this sits and how much you have to pull. So that's your first screw that you're going to adjust. So we'll take the 1.5mm Allen wrench and go ahead and turn clockwise and counterclockwise for that adjustment. Now, you can see when you adjust this, you can see the sear as this is engaged and cocked in that position, how much it takes for that trigger to release that sear. That's what we're adjusting with that 1.5mm Allen wrench. And sorry about the audio. The GoPro did not record any audio, so I'm overlaying this and going to walk you guys through it. Now, the second adjustment we're making with that 1.5mm screw is going to be the travel after the trigger is pulled right here. boom, that area behind that trigger pull, how much play you have in it. So I'm going to go ahead and adjust that. Again, clockwise, counterclockwise. It moves a little screw right in there, and it allows that travel to be manipulated after you pull the trigger. And what I'm looking to do is shorten that up. You can see it's a lot less now after you pull the trigger. Now, again, you're going to tweak this the way you want to tweak your gun, but you can adjust this screw too much, as I did right here in this situation to show you, and then you can't pull the trigger because the screw is going to keep you from doing that. It'll just bind you up. So you need to back it off a little bit, boom, and adjust that adjustment the way you want it to be as your final product. Okay, that one looks perfect to me. Very little play after. Now, the last screw adjustment is your bottom 3mm screw, which is right on your trigger guard there at the rear, and that's going to control your overall tension and pull of your trigger. So if you had a factory 2.9 pound or 210 pound trigger, you're going to clockwise for a tighter trigger and counterclockwise for a softer trigger. I wanted a little softer for the boys. I want them to feel it, but I want them to be able to pull that thing without putting much stress on it, and let the weapon surprise them when they're shooting it, right? You teach young kids when you're shooting the trigger, pull the trigger so it surprises you. You don't anticipate, you just pull the trigger, and that's what this final step, this final little adjustment will help do. Okay, so I've got all my adjustments made, and you can see my nice short trigger pull, and it's going to go ahead and allow for a consistent trigger every single time, and that's what you want. Y'all, we're back. We're at my buddy Rick's house. We're going to try to shoot a squirrel off his back deck. And he's got nuisance squirrels that are eating his fence posts and things back here. And we're going to try to take care of that for him. And I want to try this air rifle out, so we'll show you guys how the gauntlet works. All right, here we go. All right, guys, here's a quick lesson for you. This air rifle has a free-floating barrel, and you can see the shroud right there with the barrel all the way along the top. I missed this shot, and you can see the barrel sitting right on the deck rail. Do not put your barrel directly on a rail with a weapon like this. You will miss your shot because it will throw it off by a couple inches. All right, he's coming back for more. Wrecked him! Damn near killed him! Wait, I did kill him. I did kill him. I got him right down here. But first outing with the air rifle, first squirrel down. Clean, ethical kill, done. That's all you can ask for when you're out squirrel hunting. So, yeah, pretty excited. We actually saw one, got one down. Super pumped. Guys, my review of the Gauntlet 25 caliber air rifle is this. It's super smooth to shoot. It's very easy to fill up. Looks like very easy maintenance. But as far as portability, I think that's its biggest con. It is a big rifle. It's a big air rifle, not suited for youth shooting as far as without assistance. And now my boys are 7 and 9, so if you have kids that are a little older, it should be fine. But overall, the weapon, it fires great. It's a fun air rifle to shoot. It did its job the first time out for me, as you saw, and I have no complaints, except for it's a bigger rifle than I thought it would be. I know there's a number of different options out there as far as air rifles in the market. Just do your research, but for a sub $300 air rifle, thing is powerful. It's going to take down anything I want it to take down, and it's just a fun rifle to shoot. So appreciate you guys hanging out. Hope you enjoyed the video. Again, say at the beginning, we say at the end. If you haven't subscribed, hit that little button down there in the bottom corner, and please give the video a like. It helps us out. Hey, and we appreciate all the love and the support, guys. We'll see you out there next time.